it's kind of hard to find things to talk about during the introduction, since you don't want to be like the typical Let's Play goes like, "Hey there, guys!" like every single person on YouTube.
Hey guys, welcome to Super Mario Sunshine Part 5!
Yeah. Yeah,
I think the best is not to interrupt you, or everyone goes hello, and it's like some giant mission.
I mean, it would be really awkward for all of us to just suddenly go hello at the very beginning of the video, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, so Ben24X7, whoever this guy is basically just it's a race to get to a flag. Oh, it's not really hard actually if you're used to playing the game. Basically, yeah. So for some reason, when you like dive and jump and for the upward slope, Mario runs really fast for some reason. So, oh dear, I think
Do we get feedback from someone?
yeah, I think I'm picking up the audio.
That might be me. I do apologize. There's nothing I can do.
Alright. Oh well.
It's commentary.
Fine. Yeah, this race is not too hard. I'm gonna see this guy for a couple of levels.
Actually, hang on, I'll be back in a second.
He's like a bootleg Delfino, that guy.
In fact, we're going to meet him right again in Gelato Beach, because we're going back there now.
Are the people on this island called Delfinos, or?
Well, there's two kinds of people, Pinatas and Nukis or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I mean those in the more like that look a bit like a pineapple.
Well, those are the Pinatas.
Oh.
I don't know why it's called Delfino. I don't know much about the Mario lore.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, Piatasmo isn't really hard of a race. They basically do everything that Mario can do, except using Flood, so that's at least an advantage you have. So you can easily take more shortcuts and such. But for the most part, you shouldn't have too much trouble with them. And if you fail, I don't think you lose a life if you fail the minigame. So, just keep at it until you figure it out.
Apologies for them. Sorry, you go ahead.
And I thought you can actually climb up this flagpole all the way to the top, kind of like how you did do in Super Mario 64, but you can't climb to the very top and you stand on top of it.
Aww.
And fun fact, I think the model for Piatasmo, whatever it's called, is actually using an old model for like the mailman on Legend of Zelda. He's reskinned and added like the Pinata costume, whatever. I probably should just try to show it.
I think like a picture comparison like later on.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably just look it up. Anyways, the red coins in the coral reef. This is kind of interesting, but it can be quite tedious if you get unlucky in certain aspects, but not me. So, most of the coins are just hidden around the reef, but some of them are hidden amongst the school of fishes around. Like this blue coin. The coins will like the fishes and will run away from you if you get close to them, and they can clip through the ground, which is completely wonderful. You simply have to wait for them to reappear later on. Other than that, there's nothing too spectacularly difficult about this. You just go ahead and find the coins, collect them, and that's that.
Under the sea. Oh wait, that's not Kingdom Hearts.
No.
It's not really that far down. Also, I feel like the noise that plays whenever you resurface, it sounds like that sounds like a very negative noise. Like
yeah, it sounds like the person like
it's kind of like the sort of sound you'd expect if you died or something like that.
Actually, I think you're probably mixing up with the noise you get when you actually lose breath. There's another noise that plays when you get more health.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, so the other obstacle is this fish who drags you under the water, but otherwise doesn't hurt you. It can be a problem if you're getting very low on life due to your breath, but otherwise, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You can see it's kind of relentless. We kind of gave up right in the middle there. Yeah, we're almost gotten all the coins, and the rest of the ones are on the reef. So we gotten all of the coins from the fish.
Oh yeah, it's every time like the oxygen meter or something goes there.
Yeah, it's basically the oxygen meter. It uses the life meter. Except it's blue.
Imagine if the speedometer in a car goes like this, like
every time you start to slow down.
Oh no.
Yeah.
keep up the speed!
Anyway, that's it. That's all the coins.
I can't imagine what noise it makes if you have almost no life left. Like, is it annoying?
Yeah,
It drives you into madness.
it's not a pleasant noise.
Imagine if an entire soundtrack is made out of this song noise, like different. No.
Yeah, so anyway, we're almost done with Gelato Beach. We'll have to deal with Shadow Mario and one more Shine Sprite after that. And of course, it's the same deal, except it's a bit more obnoxious because this time around Shadow Mario likes to jump around a lot. As you can see, he jumps around almost everywhere, making it hard for land water on him. And he also, for some reason, likes to run to the opposite direction of he was going earlier, so you keep crashing into him. So that was fun.
Oh, that's a dick move.
Yeah, that's a dick move.
Evil.
Yeah, it did not do well at all. He just keeps going back and forth, and just being a general pain.
Due to the time lapse, and if you don't look too closely, you're like, wait, what's that fast blue thing? Oh no, it's Sonic. Like, wait, it's not.
No. Yeah, so literally just went back and forth, and now we're going back again.
Yeah. What's blue and annoying? It's Sonic. No, it's
Yeah.
Shadow Mario. Is it a plane? Is it Superman?
Yeah, so it's almost over now, though. There we go.
Finally.
And again, you need to defeat Shadow Mario in every world in order to unlock the last level.
Crush his rule in every level.
Yeah. And now for the final mission. Watermelons. Oh boy.
Oh, I think I remember seeing somebody post on Twitter about this.
Yes, this is quite infamous, I believe.
Does it have excellent physics, or what's the problem?
Yeah, it's basically excellent physics in great sarcasm. So you can see here, all of these contestants have various watermelons, and you can probably figure out we need to get a bigger watermelon, present it to the judge, and then we can claim a Shine Sprite. And as you can imagine, there are watermelons spread all across the world. So we have to just get these watermelons, roll them up all throughout this pier onto the actual judge who's in...
You know what the bearded guy remind me of? Like a crossover between like a Smurf and Popeye or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It is a very sailory pinata, so...
Yeah.
And I think these hula ladies are actually are present in other worlds, like the hotel one. Because they do the doot thing in the end. Right, so that's the deal. Get the Shine Sprite by getting the biggest watermelon. So we got a couple of watermelons. Here's one. Might as well just take this one out there and see how well it goes. And
Is it like Katamari Damacy, but it sucks?
Yeah, basically. The physics on this is awful. You can't latch out onto the watermelons. You just have to hope you can roll it the right direction, which is easier said than done.
Oh, damn it.
Duck enemies can also toss the thing in the air, causing it to explode. In fact, a lot of things will cause the watermelon to spontaneously explode. Like...
their existence, like, help me, I hate
Yeah.
Okay,
And you have to roll this thing up.
What
Yeah.
the hell is
Yep.
that? I like how it went to the pier.
If you jump towards the watermelon, you might just squeeze yourself into it and it breaks. If it falls into the water, it breaks.
Oh.
If it's squished between the enemy, it breaks.
If it exists, it breaks.
Yeah, basically.
If you start the game.
So it's a good idea to get rid of these crocodiles or whatever they're called by doing that. That eliminates them and allows you to basically roll the watermelon without a bit less hassle. Once you get it up there, you're basically home free. You use flood to spray them to the other place. And it's better to do this because if this thing falls down, you have to roll it up the ramp all over again. The ramp is easier to work because you can't use flood to roll it up. It just doesn't work.
It's like being careful with like a docking maneuver on KSP, except that everything explodes.
And
this
unfortunately, this watermelon is too tiny, so we can't use this to win. We do get coins for rolling it over here, so that's something you have to keep in mind if you want to get 100 coins. Now this one is a lot bigger than the other one. Let's just go ahead and get that over there, and yeah.
Oh.
The hell was...
Oh. I was about to say, I was expecting it to explode. Nope, it did.
It did.
It went into space.
Yeah.
No,
if they
it
go to
didn't.
space, they explode. So yeah.
Calling it before Arthuriel decides to build a big watermelon and
Yeah, I was
go
going to say that.
I mean, it's just a round tank, that's it.
Yeah.
That's-
And you could probably tell earlier that that one was actually bigger than the other competitors, but this guy says, nope, not big enough. Fuck you.
Let me guess, you always have to collect 3 watermelons, right?
No, you have to collect the biggest one. He's showing off how the other ones doesn't work.
You know
No,
what
the big
might
one
be that of
is-
because I
oh,
said
yeah.
that it's like Katamari Damacy, but it sucks. There's like this one level in the first game where you have to go exactly to 10 meters in size.
Yeah.
Which
No.
I almost got, but I was always like 1 centimeter away, which
Yeah,
is really
this is the one we actually need in order to win the competition. Problem is, this place is filled with crocodiles you can't eliminate. So get the thing out of here and down to the safety is going to be harder than it's going to be a lot harder. You can either try
you have to
roll-
be in front of it, or do you get squished by it?
You have to be lucky to make sure it doesn't get destroyed as you roll it down. You can either just roll it down the hill right there, or you can roll it down the path. I think the path is just a little bit safer because you don't have to roll it in the middle of the crocodile-infested place over there. But needless to say, this is not fun at all.
I wonder how the play testing for this level went. Like, no, that's too convenient.
And
like,
somehow that thing didn't get struck with a crocodile, so that's wonderful. But the
Oh my
crocodile now decides to play around with me.
uh,
And then that one!
So basically, it's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Fortunately,
no.
that's the worst of it over. And I think the bigger one is actually much easier to roll around because of the size.
I will be honest, so the only reason I kind of know about this mission is because legitimately I did see a clip where somebody got extremely lucky when they pushed the watermelon sort of down from the hill it spawns at, because it literally went right down towards the beach, just kind of hopped over like the little sort of deck up till that hut, and they won the mission. And it's kind of like, how the hell did you manage that kind of deal? Oh.
Was this
Yeah.
like a speedrunner or like?
No, it was somebody who just kind of got that, just managed to do it just by complete accident, like just pure
Wow.
luck.
Yeah, so watch out for that blender. It will hurt you if you stand on it, which is why exactly you have to collect it while standing on it. Anyway, back to Peanut Park.
I get sick looking at the thing.
Yeah.
Not the wheel, not the.
It's like it's like what happens to the merry-go-round in Roller Coaster Tycoon. And you
Yeah.
break down. Just go speeding up and crazy. So yeah, we
I
have
want to get off. What are those called? Big wheels?
Ferris
just?
wheels.
Or- Yeah, I want to get off Ferris wheel 1.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah,
Ferris wheel
so
1
right
looks
now this
too
is not the
expensive.
actual intended path you need to take, but this is a bit of a shortcut you can take to basically skip the majority of this section here.
Nice.
Yeah, so
That's
I
how
did
you
this by
can skip the
accident, but
entire-
yeah. I skipped the majority of this, so yeah, might as well just take it. It's not supposed to be that easy, but you can do it like that if you wish to.
Look, his corpse is sprouting something. Oh, it's a
Player freedom to find solutions.
Yeah. And now the Ferris wheel is calming down because of that.
People
know.
fall from the ceiling of those cabins, like.
Right, so now we have to figure out a way to get up there, which is easier said than done, because we can't simply get in here from this angle. You can't climb this pole, so the only thing we have to do is use the Ferris wheel carriages. And I barely managed to get on that.
Just about.
Yeah, just about. And we got the not so wonderful view of Peanut Park because of the camera angle, but yeah. I really did cheese it that one, but yeah, that was still cool.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go to another secret level, which is not as bad as the other ones, thankfully.
You know, I thought a bit about it, but I have the impression that Peanut Park wouldn't be like a good park in Roller Coaster Tycoon because there are like only like 5 rides or so.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay,
And again, you probably couldn't make it in
merry-go-round.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, more like in Planet Coaster. Anyway, so there's a Yoshi thing, Yoshi ride missing in the merry-go-round. So we obviously have to get a Yoshi, stuff it into the ride, because that's totally humane. And then we can get to the access to the secret level. Now there's a pineapple over here, so let's go ahead and do some business. And yeah, you can swallow those Koopa things entirely as a Yoshi, which is quite hilarious.
And the juice is like the...
Juice is basically its hunger, so if it runs out, it can't
I
stay.
almost wanted to say, not that he vomits up stuff, like is this like fermented enemies or some dark implication?
No, it's just fermented fruit or whatever. Anyway, so ignore that jump cut of just having to cut the video. Because I was going at 30 minutes after the recording. Now this section is basically it requires a lot of patience. Some of these blocks are going to head towards walls that will basically push Mario off. So you just have to be patient and wait for the right opportunity to jump to the next block so you don't basically screw yourself over. So it's a bit slow, honestly, but otherwise it's not too difficult. Just time consuming.
Waiting. Are you ready?
Yep. This one thankfully has no walls on either side, so you can basically just wait for a better opportunity to align yourself with the blocks.
Oh,
Yeah, and unfortunately blocks also are not perfectly synced up, so I had to wait one go around before I could get to the black blocks and then go to the next ones. And in a moment, I almost almost messed it up there.
Wow.
I should have not have gotten that lucky, but
Is this like a checkpoint there?
there is no checkpoints in these things. There's no checkpoints in these. If you mess up, you have to do the entirety of the level all over. But the rest of it is just some jumping and waiting around, and then it's all over. And we got the chance fight. So honestly, not much to say, although I think at this point I was still a bit wary of the wall jump because he has screwed me over for some ridiculous reason, so I was a bit hesitant to do these things. I think we don't line up the camera proper enough. The wall jumps basically just move more towards one side or the other, not just head straight. You can easily just move yourself off the wall and then fall to your doom. It has happened to me a couple of times. And that block, I probably just latch onto it as I was moving upwards, so that just caused the confusions with the block or whatever. But anyway, that's it. Now that we're done. And now we get to beat Shadow Mario again.
Enjoy.
He is like the obnoxious guest who destroys everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so this game isn't really that long, honestly. Once you get like the story elements down and over, all the stages, for the most part, go pretty quickly, except like the watermelon one and the Yoshi's Fruit Adventure ones in the Industry one.
How do you summarize this game? If this were like one of those animated shots, this would be like Mario beating up like fake Mario, like to a bloody pulp, like stop, who is the real villain? And, like,
I don't know.
I mean, that's basically this game boils down.
Yeah. I don't know, honestly. It is a fun game, but there are some frustrations, but then again, there's frustration in many games.
Yeah, I mean, it looks alright.
It is
I mean,
alright.
it's definitely better than... Wait, what?
We're always coming back to this level. God.
What did I say?
No, it's just the fact that we're... This is like, what, third time in a row we've actually come back to this level.
Well, I'm trying to get all the shine sprites for all the levels, so I'm just going through one world at a time.
It genuinely gives off the impression of, like, you can't escape due to the way you sort of edit it done.
You mean I've entered like the entrance or whatever?
Yeah, because you're always showing, like, sort of the intro thing.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It puts you in the like the entrance, which has little to no point to most missions, instead of just dropping up you have to park. But anyway, Here's some obnoxious minigames where to shoot balloons with awful controls. Because, so,
Oh,
you probably remember
damn
like
it.
the Mecha Bowser one. Now imagine you have to be actually accurate instead of shooting at a massive giant target.
Oh,
With aim that doesn't really allow you to do full complete aim. And that is very hard to aim at because it doesn't really go in the direction you expect it to go. And with a control stick, which is not really good for precise aiming.
great.
it feels like a corrupted version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, except that you're on a roller coaster. and
Yeah,
have to
this
shoot
this
and
minigame is not good at all. Now, thankfully, you get 3 laps to try to do this, and that was just enough for me to actually beat this. I did not do well in this at all. Now, again, if you fail this minigame, I don't think it does kill you. You just have to try again, as the balloons will reset after you complete this whenever you succeed or fail.
Ah,
I bet there's someone who does it like all in one route by having like perfect shots and whatever.
probably. Well, they'll be struggling a lot though.
I mean, I bet there's someone, not that it's easier, so it's just ridiculous.
Oh, good
Yeah, yeah, this is...
Oh, damn it.
Yeah,
You get
that's not
sick
even
from
help.
watching.
Oh, God. Yeah, I prepare for some motion sickness in this. It's
This is one game I definitely wouldn't want to play in VR.
Oh,
no.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I accidentally launched one and then picked up another and launched it immediately as I was spraying.
fascinating.
Yeah, it's not really useful though. Yeah, the aiming is really, really off because
Yeah, it's like, good enough, like, hope that it works.
yeah, so I was really struggling here. I had only 3 more left and only 1 lap to go, so this was kind of getting a bit tense and tedious.
Yeah.
I feel pressure always boils down to aiming a bit too high, although that's easier said than
Yeah, but it
done.
doesn't help that the roller coaster keep going up and down, left to right, to make the aiming a bit difficult to figure out where you need to go and such.
I almost wanted to ask, why are there 3 left? I only saw 1, then I saw like 2
There's
in the
another
back,
2 that appeared like earlier, but you might have missed it. There they are.
Yeah, there we are.
Is this also that nausea-inducing in when you actually play it?
Not really, it's just tedious. Because the aiming just doesn't make any sense.
Yes,
Hey.
Oh, finally.
And thankfully, we're just about to finish the track, and yeah, it does that every time you finish the minigame, so that's wonderful.
Oh,
The nausea rating for this ride must be awful.
Yeah.
Nausea rating extreme.
I'm back to try this again. Never. We're never doing this again.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Happy to hear that. Ooh.
And I accidentally talked to this person while I tried to jump, so that's wonderful.
Yeah, I don't care, kid. I want that shine.
Yeah. Stop stopping me for jumping. Anywho, now it's time to go to Serena Beach, which, kind of like the Peanut Park, starts you off at the entrance to the beach, despite the fact that you're going to the hotel. But it doesn't do that cutscene thing when you enter the hotel, at least, so that's good.
Yeah.
Hotel Mario. Oh wait,
So
that
this one is a
actually
bit
exists.
weird. It doesn't exactly tell you what you need to do. You basically need to explore the hotel and find out what you need to do. So we're gonna
It came through the toilet. What the...
Yep.
more that bathtub, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, everybody's gonna keep freaking out over how Mario got into their room.
Yeah.
We're gonna basically use intruding on everybody's room.
Great, he broke one painting. Imagine him being in an art gallery, like splashing water on every painting.
Yeah, so there's still more ghosts, and the ghosts sometimes hide themselves as coins. You can tell which ones are fake coins because they're not spinning around. And this thing, you need to spray water on it, if you're not... And I actually got pretty lucky and sprayed it just the right amount, despite the fact I wasn't trying, if it's not to spray in the booze. Yeah, I shouldn't want to talk to these people, but they keep running, so you have to either spray with them or jump at them to make them stop and yell at you. Then you can talk to them.
Who is the real villain, the ghost or Mario?
Well, we know all the answer to that. And this camera is kind of awkward because you can't see the
Yeah.
roof, so it's hard to tell where the roof is. And yeah, these blocks are very terrible.
Mario breaking the world bit by bit.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's a received passing there, and this guy. So pineapples is something we actually need to get. I didn't show it earlier, but it's a Yoshi egg that demands a pineapple. And despite it being a fruit stand with all kinds of fruits, there's one missing, which is the pineapple. Now this room is actually pointless because all it needs to use the blue coin, but I might as well collect that. And this level can be quite lengthy because you're basically given no clue what to do. There's giant boos blocking the way and we can't get rid of them without a Yoshi. Hence why we need the pineapples.
Ah.
And yeah, the fruits are affected by physics, so you can actually spray them to move them around. And the fun fact is, all the doors are auto-locking, so if you go through one door, you might not be able to come back. So you have to go through all of the stuff you already went through in order to get back to the area.
Oh.
And this area is actually pointless, it just takes you to another room with a blue coin. So I spent around a bit trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here, because you can't go through the doors with the Yoshi either, so that's wonderful.
Oh, amazing.
So what you're supposed to do is get yourself out to the other side of this room pool here, which this guy is blocking you because you're not wearing swimwear. So in order to figure, and yeah, so this is the only door that's actually open, and these guys are completely fine with you just coming in.
Game of Shakes?
Yeah, I don't know what those things are up to, but anyway.
Yeah,
So this is where we actually need to go. We need to go up to this vent over here and try to find our way in.
yeah.
And
If
reference
just
to Luigi's
Luigi
Mansion.
was here.
Second reference to Luigi's Mansion.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you see, there are a bunch of ghosts here, and they blocked off certain paths to you. You need to get over there. And there's certain it's probably a bit hard to see due to bitrate, but yeah, some of these blocks and events are actually breakable. As you can see, we actually just went through one that was already not broken, so that's wonderful. Anyway, so we just have to get back to Yoshi and just try to figure out which of these vents leads us to the actual pool so we can get the Shine Sprite. Problem is, you have little to no idea where it is, besides just trying to memorize where everything was. And sometimes trial and error.
Wonderful.
Oh dear me, it must take forever to go through this level.
It does, especially if you have to go through those rooms again. Like, you need to go through them at least twice in order to get the Yoshi in here and such.
I mean, this looks like one of those levels that's probably definitely featured in Nintendo Power Magazine if it still exists, like how to
And this is the
go
wrong
through
way.
this.
So we intruded in another person's room, but there's another blue coin in there, and unfortunately placed underneath a bed, so we just keep bouncing up. So that was tedious. Anyways, after this we'll just get to the Shine Sprite, because I figured out that eventually. Now yeah, there's another secret way to get blue coins. Sometimes you can find these Shine Sprite portraits around there, hidden in the level. And Mario is a total homewrecker.
Imagine if like an angry mob chases him.
That would be great. Yeah, I think the path I'm getting to now is actually going to lead us to the pool. I figure, hey, that path looks promising, let's go over there. Kind of hard to tell where the ghosts were before, but I think these were the paths that were locked to us because of the ghosts.
Hmm.
Again, it's hard to tell with a massive maze like this.
Hey.
And there we go. And that's the end of the episode.
Alright.
See ya.
See you.